What is going on, my beautiful people? Today I have something a little bit more special than usual for you in Davinci Resolve. And that's because this tool might just be the one tool in Davinci Resolve that will speed up your editing workflow and making videos forever. All right, no, but really, I got asked to make this video, so just quick little disclaimer out there. I'm not receiving any sort of payment for making this video, but if you do sign up for this tool in the description, I get a little kickback, which helps support the channel. After all, I've been creating these videos for years now for free. And we all need money at some point. So if you guys want to support the channel, feel free to check out this tool in the description. We're going to be going over it today, and I really do think this is something revolutionary and very awesome. So let's go ahead and check it out. In this video, I have committed the cardinal sin of all cardinal sins. I recorded this video in 2 separate frame rates. What else did I forget to do? I also forgot to record my mouse pointer. So follow along with my words. You have been warned. All right, time for the cool part. So I'm probably going to be using these clips for my intro. We're just going to bring them in here into Davinci. So basically the tool that I'm going to be showing you on is going to be, different things about speeding up your workflow. So before we totally get into the tool itself, let me just quickly jump in here and just sync up our media that we got going on here. That way we got some good mic action going here. So I will just delete this video, delete this audio, and then we will grab these 2 tracks, delete those, and let's just sync this up. Because your video isn't going to be good without the good audio, guys, okay? So we need to get that good stuff in here. All right, so this new tool, what does it do? It is going to speed up your workflow because it can delete silences in your speech in Davinci Resolve. So, Rob, why is this any good? Davinci Resolve has tools for already deleting speech. You can come up here, you can right click, and then you can go to AI tools, audio transcription, and transcribe. And then you can just, delete all the space on here once it loads with the cool magical dots that appear, or whatever Davinci pops up with. We'll see in a second. Yeah, so the dots. Yeah, we can delete blank space like that. Boom. And the reason why I'm showing you this tool in the first place is because for a while I used Davinci Resolve's tool, and that was, somewhat great. At least I thought it was, until it wasn't. And I was finding that it really just wasn't picking up blank space, was deleting too much of the clip, was deleting too little of the clip, and there's no way to tweak it other than on the Fairlight page. And that's just kind of a mess because it doesn't go along with the video. So then you got to cut up the video clip into different cuts and stuff like that. And it's just overall a massive mess. So then I found this program called FireCut, which we're not going to go over too much today, which worked pretty freaking good. Okay, like this tool is amazing. I've never posted anything about this. I don't get any sort of kickback for using FireCut. It's a one-time payment program. This program is great. But the problem is with this one is it works great on removing silences, but you can't sync up your media, and I need to export clips into FireCut, unlike this program that we're going to be talking about right now. All right, so now you're probably like, what's this program, man? You're going on too long. All right, so we're going to talk about it. So this program is called FireCut. So if we pop it open here, just get rid of that. If we pop open FireCut, I'm not even updated on the most recent one apparently, but if we pop open FireCut, maybe we can check out the most recent one. Temporary break. La 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 la. I don't know. I've literally never seen an app do this before. I'm just trying to install this. All right, so after trying to update this software, it clearly said in the instructions that you are not to download the update with Davinci Resolve open, but I didn't read the instructions and one thing led to another, so I had to restart my computer. But anyways, the program that we are going to be talking about today is FireCut, and this program was created by Ali Abdul and his team. Yes, the Ali Abdul that has over 6 million subscribers on YouTube. Yes, him. So basically, this tool is a bit like Recut that I showed before, except that for one, it does more than just deleting silences. And for two, we can do this right inside DaVinci Resolve. So if we come up here to Workspace, Scripts, and FireCut, just give it a second to load, and then we should have FireCut pop up here. Okay. So now we're going to go through the different options that we can kind of do here. We have options for removing silences, adding zooms, chapters, captions, finding B-roll for your tracks, and then multi-track. I assume this is probably like some sort of multicam stuff. So, and then we can create highlight videos. So quick little videos out of the whole thing. So if I come up here and do the remove silences, you're going to see that this is a lot better than DaVinci Resolve's remove silences. If we click in here and have it analyze our stuff, it'll render out just our audio, and you can kind of see what it's doing here. You can play around with the different settings to have it remove different pieces of audio which are highlighted in red. So you can see it's doing less cuts now. If we really push this out and do no padding, it's going to leave no room, no space for silences. It's just going to go back to back right after the other. But let's take a look at our audio, see what it sounds like beforehand. So you can see there's this whole gap. What is going on, my beautiful people? Today I have something a little bit more special than usual for you in DaVinci Resolve. And you guys might even get to hear this twice. This tool might just be the one tool in DaVinci Resolve that will speed up your editing workflow and making videos forever. All right, so a lot of blank space, more blank space. Come back into FireCut. Remove silences. We'll analyze this once more. And let's even shorten the padding a little bit. Go ahead, hit go. Actually, no, let's hit auto detect for silence threshold first. Now let's hit go. And it's going to do it all for you. It's going to remove out those silences. What my left a little bit of space here at the beginning. But you can see that it cut out some things here. And if we didn't want that, we can also analyze our audio again, and we can even make it even tighter. So if we want this here and we change the minimum silence duration, and let's say we just move this down all the way because we're literally psychopaths, and then we hit go. This will cut up our footage into a million different pieces right here, and it does it super quick too, which is really, really freaking nice. So now we can come in here, look, listen to the final result. This is not how I'd actually do a video, but What is going on, my beautiful people? Today I have something a little bit more special than usual for you in DaVinci Resolve. And that's because this tool might just be the one tool in DaVinci Resolve that will... Okay, so you guys pretty much get the point. But the other cool thing is that, like I said, this is not just about removing silences. We can also add in zooms on our footage, which is super cool. This is another one of the features in here that I actually think that I will be using quite a bit. So we can just kind of throw in some different zooms here. We'll make it so it does like a medium amount of zooms throughout our video, and we'll scale it in. Let's just do 140. And we're going to keep the box in the same place. We're just going to have it in the start. You can change the easings of the graph, and they also have some presets. I'm just going to stick to whatever this one is right here, and check this out. It just looks pretty smooth. And we can also drag this out. I'll make it hold that zoom for a little bit longer, or take a little bit longer to get zoomed in, I should say, actually. So we'll hit go, and now it will just analyze our audio and pick out different moments that it thinks a zoom would be very fitting for. And let's check it out. Let's see what it did. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, so determining emphasis words. This one takes a little bit longer than that silence detection, but you can see we got some zooms on our timeline now, and let's see what it did. All right, so that's pretty good. I feel like that hits it right on the money right there. The one thing I would like this tool to add in the future, and it's just in beta phase right now, at least for like DaVinci Resolve inside DaVinci, is maybe seeing what's going on in the screen right here if we're changing the center point. I know I didn't play around with that here, but you know, that would make it so maybe it zooms in on this teddy bear in the background because we're in my daughter's room slash, you know, makeshift office right now. But other than that, you know, the tool is freaking great, and I'm really enjoying using this so far. Another thing is creating captions in here. You know, I can just go on and on with all these different features. And it does a pretty good job of creating animated captions as well. And it gives you some sort of customizability for those captions as well, which is pretty cool. You know, I know DaVinci added in their own animated caption stuff, but again, these tools kind of specialize in that type of stuff. So there's not every different preset in here, but if you're just trying to do stuff super quick, it can be really helpful. You know, they got things like Alex Armozy, Mr. Beast, and I'm in Godzi. So if we just come in here and you can tweak it with customization, like I said. So if we want emojis, I don't know if this will have any emojis in here. And there's no profanity. Maybe we'll add in animation and tilt. I haven't tested these exact things, so we'll see exactly what this does. But so let's just go ahead and add this in. And this might add in our captions on top of our adjustment clips. So it won't zoom in exactly properly, but we'd just fix that by either moving our adjustment clips on top of it or doing this before making our adjustment clips in the first place. Oh, it actually looks like it spit out some sort of error. Maybe some sort of new error with the update. So let me just do Alex or Mosey, and we will just do the animation. Or it could be something with the adjustment clip too. I really don't know. But let's go ahead, give this a second to load, and let's see what happens. What is it going to spit out here for us? Unknown error. But the stuff is on our timeline. So maybe it was on our timeline to begin with. Oh, yeah, it was. Okay, so okay, this didn't have an error really. It said it had an error. I think the error was just generating a ton more subtitles than we need for whatever reason. So let me just go ahead and delete these real quick. And let me just disable one of these. So let me take a look at my screen. And of course, I have my mouse cursor turned off for this video. Let me see if I can change that. All right, so now we got the subtitles going on. And then let's just say we don't want that on our face. So we come up here, highlight them all, and then we would move it. So we just have super quick subtitles, which is super cool when you're just trying to get stuff done super fast. You know, we don't need to leave DaVinci Resolve. And it's all being done in one third-party program as opposed to using 10 or 20 to achieve all these desired results. Now, with that being said, do we have all the customization options on the text in the world? No. But it does give us a decent amount of them, like you saw in here. You can animate different things and, you know, just change some different things about our text. So it's pretty cool for a quick little tool. The other thing and last thing that we'll go over in this video is the find B-roll section of this tool. I don't know how well it's going to work for these clips here. You usually probably use this on like probably more of like a client project and not just like this example intro that I made for this video about just removing silences, really. So if we come in here, it's pretty cool. It gives you some options to automatically add B-roll. Just like all the other stuff, it gives you, it's a bit more detailed. You can kind of customize it, and we can choose story blocks, pixels, or Pixabay right now. We'll use story blocks because that's paid. And let's just go ahead and take a look at what this can find for us, honestly. I'm not having super high expectations for this clip exactly. And I probably wouldn't have super high expectations for this type of AI tool just in general. But with that being said, you know, if you're just trying to get something done super quick, these videos, I have a lot of them that just haven't ever made it out and seen the time of day to you guys. I just have them recorded and they just don't ever end up being edited. I just end up making more videos. So I could see myself using something like this just to make the workflow process a little bit faster every now and again. But once you have here, we just have a watermark on the video. You can upgrade it to take that off. But let's just go ahead and check this out. At some That's right. So yeah, I mean, I was talking about money. So in fairness, it pulled up a pretty good clip of money. Honestly, I like the whole like slow motion vibe of the money coming down. That's actually pretty good. But I mean, is it just stock footage? Yes. So it is just stock footage. So if you're expecting something else, something magical and extraordinary, that's not the footage that they're going to provide. But stock footage, yes, and it looks pretty good. So I don't have any complaints there. Like I said, we could upgrade the B-rolls. Just make it so that way they don't have any watermark on them. But let's just say we wanted to remove this one, and we really only wanted the money clip. We all need money. We can do that as well. Everything is really customizable in here. So that is super cool. The last feature that I can touch up on, and I don't think will, or actually last couple features, is the adding chapters. I believe this adds chapters for like your YouTube videos, just making it super easy for you to bang those out. And it uses AI, I'm pretty sure, to figure all this stuff out. And then the create highlights. Like I said before, I don't know that this one's going to work um, super well for this type of video, but if we just pop in here and create a highlight, I knocked it down to the lowest setting because I only have like, I think like a minute of footage. So that was literally saying an hour you can get 5 pieces of highlights. This is only a minute of footage. So let's see what it kind of spits out here. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, so 2 highlights found, create new shorts timeline. All right, so honestly, I don't think it ended up even making a highlight. I think it just did the whole thing because this video just isn't, it's not long enough to really create a highlight. Okay, so here's a highlight. What is going on, my beautiful people? Today I have something a little bit more special than usual for you in Davinci Resolve. And that's because this tool might just be the one tool in Davinci Resolve that will speed up your editing workflow and making videos. That's actually pretty good. I mean, other than the fact that it missed out on forever, we just extend the forever clip to be forever. But other than that, that was pretty good. So yeah, overall, FireCut in beta right now. Maybe not by the time that you guys get to see it. But this tool is super cool, and I really mean that. I'm going to be using this tool a lot, especially for removing silences. And I also think for adding zooms and maybe even creating highlights. Now that I just did that, I could actually possibly see myself using that feature quite a bit. For the other features, I might use them a little bit here and there, but for the most part, those are probably the top 3 features that I'm really seeing here that I could be using a lot. And I don't know, hopefully you guys can see some value in some of the features in here. If you do, I have an option for you guys to save 10% off the monthly plan here in the description. Just use code RCreates. I'm not sure exactly what they're doing for pricing right now. We can pop over to the website and kind of check it out. So pricing looks like 24 bucks a month billed yearly. So you get 10% off if we run the calculator on that. That's 24 and then times 90%. So it would be $21.60 a year. Don't know if that includes tax or whatever, but might have some tax. Otherwise, there's a monthly option, and that is 34 times 0.9. So it'd be $30.6 a month. So $30.60. I don't know if this allows you to get the FireCut shorts or not discounted. I believe it's the FireCut plugin, but maybe it's both. I am not sure. Just double check when you're checking out and plug in that discount code. It should be able to kind of tell you there. Otherwise, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps me keep going for you guys. And, you know, just banging out some more videos for you guys. So, yeah, like and subscribe. I'll check you guys out next time. And let's get to 10K subscribers. Let's go. See you guys soon. Click that link in the description if you want to get FireCut. See you later.